Not so much number. I'm going to allow those of you that are here to speak. That way we have a kind of a conversation rather than what we had planned. So let me do that. Yes. So Antonia and Duyum, you are able to speak now.
Hi, Mr. Roy. I was saying hello, but I noticed you couldn't hear me.
Oh dear. Sorry about that. It's not the usual Zoom meeting. This is a webinar setting, so it has different ways of enabling and disabling stuff. But you're
Oh,
welcome. How's your weekend going?
good.
Okay. And Antonia?
Good. I was gonna say good evening, good afternoon.
Oh, based on your location, I guess.
Say that again, sorry.
I'm saying you said good evening because of your location, I guess.
No, because I'm I'm fast forwarding to the evening. Don't mind me. I'm based in UK, so no, I'm very much. It's
Ah,
very
I
much
see.
afternoon here. Yeah, it's
That's
very much
so
Oh, wow.
afternoon.
Okay. All right. Bear with me a second. I'll just get the door. Imagine that. Just 1 second. Okay. There we go. Yes. So this webinar is organized by us, of course, Cyberpath Insight, and we are going to look at certifications, but our focus is going to be on the CISSP. Okay. Before we even get to it, since we have you guys here now, I have to register this poll, so I'm going to launch it. Please answer it as best as you can. It'll be tracked. Yeah, so there you go. The poll. Can you both see it now?
Oh, I had to cancel it to talk, so it's now gone. Sorry.
Oh, it's gone.
From me, yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll just relaunch it. I think you can see it now. You should see it.
Sorry, I don't see it. Is it just me? I don't see it.
At the base of,
Oh, I see it now. Thank you.
Yeah, I've answered mine.
you see it.
Yes, done. Thank you.
Fantastic. Do you? Oh, she's dropped.
Yeah, I've done it. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Very good, very good. So, I'm going to minimize it for others to do when they come. That's because we need to track that. The webinar we have here today with us is looking at building a cybersecurity career in 2025 and beyond. Like I said, we're going to talk about certifications and professional qualifications in general, but then we will zero in on the CISSP particularly, not because we don't have other offerings, but as you'll see, the CISSP is a gold standard in certifications. And so we want to talk more about that. And of course, how to position yourself for top tier security roles. There's a unique offering and a unique way that we're delivering the CISSP, absolutely different from how it's done anywhere in the UK. And as a matter of fact, I've not seen it anywhere in the world. We didn't want to do the CISSP, so for years we've been uh, avoiding doing it because it's in so many places. If you Google it, it's a very, very premier certification. But we didn't want to just do it for the sake of doing it. And, you know, we see many others doing the same thing. We didn't just want to make it another certification that we offer. So we've taken our time to really cook this. And I think it's time for dinner. So please join me on this webinar. Yeah. So this is me, Roy Biakbara. I've worked in governance, risk, and compliance for over 15 years. I don't like to say how many years so people don't guess my age, but definitely over 15 years. I'm the global GRC lead at a company called Talon, UK and Ireland. It's part of a group of a company called Talon that are headquartered in France. They are an expert provider of professional services and management consultancy. But as you can see, I'm also the principal consultant and trainer of Cyberpath Insight Limited. Yeah, I've tried to gather some certifications so I'm able to tell people the journey I've taken and that they can also take the same thing. All the bumps that I've been through, that I encountered, and obstacles, I try to ensure that I steer people away from that. Because you see, sometimes our paths we would like to make our paths shorter, smoother, and also that we reach our destination well and healthy. So that's what I try to do with my with the way I deliver. Okay, so that's me. Now, at any point in time you want to ask any question, please just use the hand signal, the emoji, and I'll pause and allow you to ask the question. But sometimes if you ask it in the chat, I might not see it. So professional certifications are a very good way to let potential hiring managers, companies, and organizations know that you care. Yeah, what it tells them is that you are committed to the cause, you're committed to your career, and it's supposed to carry a lot of things. But you see, many certifications tell you their requirements. As an example, you need to have 5 years experience. So when you do have that certification, you're telling potential hires that, hey, that prerequisite that's required before this badge, you've got it. Okay, so that's one of the important things. It opens the door. It puts your face in front of hires. Okay, but these are other things, and like I said, CISSP is a gold standard. Certifications have career impact. They give you better job prospects, and I'll show you in a bit, higher pay potentially as well. So if there are two people competing for the same position, one with certification, professional certification, and another without, it is more likely that the one with certification, don't forget that it's also saying I've got experience. So it's not just the certification, but that certification, because you go through a rigor of getting that and also being tested by an external independent third party, it tells a much better story. So higher pay potential as well. So that's the pro. Uh, in the others on the other side, on the flip side, experience still trumps paper credentials. Okay, so while certifications tell a story, you must come with experience as well. What about the learning value? Well, with certification, structured knowledge. You are not just picking things from the air, picking things on the street. It is structured. With the CISSP as an example, it has 8 domains, and you'll see that domain. And that's the same thing for other qualifications as well. So there's structured knowledge, and it also is a collection of best practices. What about on the flip side? The certifications sometimes are outdated or overly theoretical. So you have to be careful with that too. And it's really true with so many professional qualifications here, overly theoretical. It also offers up the opportunity to network because you get access to an elite professional group or different groups. Okay, there's also industry recognition with a lot of these qualifications. But on the other side, it may feel exclusive or it might offer limited support, practical support. Many, like we've said in the point above, sometimes they are overly theoretical. Okay, so in terms of practical support, it's limited. Cost, on the pro side, long-term return on investment. Like we said, potential for higher pay. But there's a high upfront cost and also renewal cost. You need to maintain the qualification. You get certified this year, every year you need to pay renewal costs. You're paying them for keeping your certification. Yeah, so there's a yearly cost to renew it. Yes, do you?
When you say renewal cost, do you mean having to write the exam again, or you're just paying for a fee, a monthly, like a yearly fee?
You pay a yearly fee. The only time you would rewrite an exam is if you don't maintain your continuous professional experience. So you're supposed to keep CPE credits. CPE credits is telling the body that is offering the qualification that you're keeping yourself updated, that every year you attend conferences, you volunteer, you're working in the space. Yeah, there's so many ways of collecting CPE. Sometimes even reading or doing another qualification would give you the CPE credits. So there are a number of CPE credits that you must maintain. The renewal cost is one, but the CPE credits are another. So if you say, as an example, you do the training with us, we offer the training for 8 weekends. Sometimes if it's a boot camp, it's 4 weekends. Altogether about 30 credits, 30 CPE credits. Now, the CISSP requires you uh, to have, I think, minimum of 20 CP credits up to 30 CP credits. All in all, within 3 years, you must have 120 CP credits. Okay, so how you gather them year by year. So they tell you at least get a number of credits per year. But by the time you're totaling them over 3 years, you must have 120 CP credits. Now, don't forget that on top of those CP credits, you're also paid yearly as well. So that's what we're saying. You pay for the exam to start with, and then you pay the renewal costs.
Okay, thank you.
So what's the relevance? Globally recognized, whether you are in Asia, you're in Europe, you're in North America, South America, some qualifications are globally recognized. That's how you know what qualifications have a good reputation. But at the same time, for some, the market is being saturated with this qualifications, and so it's reducing the uniqueness. And because these qualifications would like to make them or keep them unique, they are really, really rigorous. So not just anyone can pick them up. The the checks as well, the background checks, the reference checks, qualifications checks, experience checks, on top of the robustness of the exam, ensures that they keep the qualifications unique. Okay? And all in all, cybersecurity is a career for the future. I remember them telling us this many years ago, over 20 years ago. And you see, what they told us back then is still true today. Cybersecurity is still relevant and will continue to be. Now, whether AI is adopted as much as we know it's going to be, there's still going to be dangers opening up with all that adoption, with all the interconnections, with the perversiveness of systems, you know, technology. Cybersecurity is still going to be relevant. And that's why you must invest in your cybersecurity future. Yeah. So cybersecurity threats are escalating exponentially. Organizations worldwide are facing unprecedented challenges. There's no day, no week of the month in a year that you won't hear of breaches, whether it's personal data breaches or financial data that is being breached or any other health data. Yeah, it's always happening. So there's always the need, and systems don't work by themselves. Yeah, they need the people as well. And that's why we're telling yourselves to get into this place. Yeah, of course, some of you may already have other qualifications, but like I said, there's a particular one that we want to introduce to you and introduce it to you in a way that is not found anywhere else. So this is just a snapshot of the job outlook in 2025. Look at cloud security architect, 85,000 to 130,000. What will they do? Securing cloud infrastructure, whether it's a private model, whether it's a public model, or whether it's a hybrid, and implementing zero trust architectures. Okay, so there's a need for cloud security architects. And then, of course, there is for threat intelligence analysts. You see, with the cloud security architect, it's not fully technical and it's not fully business. It's in between. Now, with a threat intelligence analyst, it is wholly technical but relevant to the business. And so you see 65K to 95K salary depending on experience as well. And what would a threat intelligence analyst do? They would identify and they would analyze emerging cyber threats and attack patterns. And then again, we have the GRC consultant. GRC consultant, they can do so much. They might be called GRC consultants in title, but the job description can be so many things. All in all, at the end of the day, what they will do is to manage risk, manage governance and compliance across different industry sectors. Okay, so the GRC consultant can do auditing, can do data protection, will do risk definitely. Yeah, and so the title might be GRC consultant, but it can be a whole lot of different things that they do. And the salary, 70K to 110K, sometimes even more, depending on experience. And then you have the security operations manager. Don't forget that this is just some job roles. There are so many. If you just go to any job board and you look for cybersecurity roles, you see a lot of them, especially with the certifications we're talking about today. So the security operations manager will lead SOC teams, the security operations center teams, and orchestrate incident response strategies, especially cyber incidents. Okay, salary 80K to 120K. Yeah, there are 3.5 million unfilled cyber roles globally, according to ISC Square. Okay, 3.5 million unfilled job roles, 35% job growth rate in the US. Okay, I have not been able to find the exact job growth rate in the UK, but I mean, yeah, they're twinned. I would suspect. So CISSP certified professionals earn 25 to 30% more on average, and that's what you'll see in the next slide. CISSP versus other certifications. Yeah, so this is not to disparage any certification because we offer all of them, but like I said, the focus is on CISSP. So if we're doing a webinar for any of the other qualifications, we will bring out why it stands out against the others. Okay, so it's just a comparison for the reason why we're here today. So the CISSP offered up by the ISC squared is best for leadership and strategic roles. So if your focus, if your target, if your path, destination is for leadership and strategy, then the CISSP is one that you should be going for. Salary impact, 25% and above, sometimes up to 30% salary increase as well. Okay. The requirement is 5 years of work experience or 4 with a degree. So a degree will waive 1 year from that 5-year requirement. The focus is broad security management and risk oversight. The CISM offered by ISACA is best for security program management. So if you're implementing security, a security management program, or you are required to manage that, then the CISM will be that. It is a Certified Information Security Manager qualification. Salary impact, 20% average increase. And of course, it also requires 5 years of experience in information security management, and the focus is on enterprise security governance. Okay, the CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker qualification, is offered up by the EC Council, and it is best for penetration testing and ethical hacking. Okay, salary impact. Hopefully you can still hear me, can you?
Yes.
All right, I'm just checking. Good. So the salary impact for the CEH is 15% and above. Requirements, 2 years experience or training course. Okay, 2 years experience or the training. Remember, it is very technical. It is penetration testing and ethical hacking. And that's why you see that the focus is offensive security skills, technical offensive security. Now you can see that the CISSP stands out as the gold standard for those that are seeking rapid advancement into management and strategy. And of course, it is recognized globally. So, why is the CISSP the gold standard? It is globally recognized, broad spectrum. Sorry, it's not supposed to be broad. It's broad spectrum That means it covers 8 domains from risk management to software development. From risk management, application security, SDLC, yeah, and much more. I like to say that the CISSP gives the idea of defense in depth. So you meet one control, you go to another, it covers the whole parts of cybersecurity. Okay? But why do people struggle to get the CISSP? If you ask one or two people on the street or in professional groups, the CISSP sometimes can present a huge challenge and an obstacle. And this is the reason why. Okay. That's apart from the fact that you spend so many hours during the exam. People have that difficulty of tuning off, from technical to strategic mindset shift. Okay. A lot of the questions are presented technically, but they want to see that you apply a business mindset to it, strategy. And so moving from how to configure a firewall as an example to why we implement security controls, control objectives requires a complete fundamental change to how you're thinking. Not because you see, I'll give you this example. If technical people notice that there's a risk to the network, the first instinct might be, let's switch this thing off so that that attack will not happen. But the business person is saying, oh, how long will it keep us down by switching that thing off? Can we allow that attack and get the profit we want? So they're thinking business continuity. And that's what sometimes presents a challenge. Okay. There's also an overwhelming breadth of domains. Like I said, 8 comprehensive domains. It covers everything from asset security to SDLC. Okay, physical security. Okay, so sometimes it creates what we call analysis paralysis for those who do self-study. They can overanalyze questions. Sometimes they overanalyze situations and then go away from their first instinct. And then, of course, yeah, because we've heard of cases where someone will say, oh, I did a CISS review. This is my second attempt and I still didn't make it. Meanwhile, for each of those attempts, you are paying. Okay. Third is a lack of structured guidance. Without mentorship or proven frameworks, someone telling you the road they've trod, what obstacles they faced, how to avoid those obstacles, candidates can waste months and months studying the wrong material or approaching questions incorrectly. The pass rate for first-time CISSP candidates is only 40 to 60%. Okay, so success requires more than just technical knowledge. It demands a complete shift into some kind of strategic preparation, and that's what we're offering. You see, hiring managers beyond the qualifications, and this is what they're looking for: strategic communication skills. You don't get that by reading the books. Of course, the certification also counts because the CISSP serves as immediate validation of expertise and commitment. It opens doors. Leadership potential, evidence of managing projects. Can you get that by self-study? Mentoring others, driving security initiatives beyond daily technical tasks, and also business acumen, understanding how security enables business objectives rather than just preventing threats. So that's total mind shift. We must think from a business perspective. Okay. This is what Asiso said. Yes, do you?
Sorry, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but when you from what I've gathered so far, more than the head knowledge, it's also about the application and the experience. And you've also talked about how the course is structured. So is there like a structure that will help with the application more than the head knowledge?
100%. Don't worry.
Okay, that's why I
I,
said
I've,
maybe
pre- I've
I'm
prepared.
jumping the gun.
No. It's good. It's good. I'm happy you did that, but I prepped for this. Okay,
Okay.
so you'll see it. Absolutely. Because of these challenges we've identified, we've tried to create a unique framework. We call it a framework, and it's
Okay.
also reflective of what cybersecurity is supposed to be, defense in depth. So it's not just studying. Yeah, when we get there, I'll explain it better. Okay.
Okay.
So we spoke to a friend of ours who is a CISO in the financial services sector, and he told us he was also gracious to allow us to record the conversation. We received hundreds of CVs for senior roles, so they received hundreds of CVs for senior roles. CISSP immediately signals out of all that they pick, they they filter it. It signals that a candidate thinks strategically and has invested in their professional development. It's the first filter that they apply. Yeah, so CISSP first, and they put it aside before they think of anything else, because it covers so much that other qualifications may not do. Now, what makes CyberPath Insights program different? We have live weekend classes. These weekend classes are expert-led. They are interactive. They are real-time instruction with expert instructors that bring industry experience directly to you. And of course, because it's weekend, it can fit perfectly around your work schedule. But much more than that, they are also recorded. Okay? So, live weekend classes, unique already. We also offer cheat sheets and quick facts. Okay, so you have downloadable reference materials that are designed for rapid revision and also on the job application. It'll distill complex concepts into actionable knowledge. Okay, you have cheat sheets, quick facts for the period you're studying, and even leading up to interviews. As an example, you have like flashcards, they call them sometimes. Then beyond this, we also offer SCOM LMS access. So while we train on weekends, you have access for several months, depending on the package you pay for. If you want 3 months access, you've got it. If you want 6 months access, you've got it. If you want 12 months access, now this access is also 24/7. So even right after the Saturday lectures, if you want to go straight into the LMS, you've got that. Okay, you have 24/7 access to the course materials, to video lectures, beyond the video lectures as well, because the video lectures we have created is not only focused on CISSP as a course. It's not just on the course materials or domains, because you are supposed to also think strategically. We've created and curated videos that allow you to look at cybersecurity from a bigger perspective. Okay. And then, of course, you've got practice resources. I'll talk about the practice resources in a bit. And then you have mock exams. Our mock exams is about the toughest out there. Why did we do that? If you are able to do very tough mock exams, 1,000 questions, the the exam question is 150 to 200. If you're doing the adaptive test looks at how it adapts to the answers you give. Okay, it's between 150 and 200. You don't need to answer all. If it's called adaptive, because if you've hit the passing score, you can stop. It stops you. No need to go further. So what we've done with the mock exams is we've made them very, very tough. And if you start to score 70% on the mock exams, you go into your exam confidence. So that confidence you need to go into the exam hall, we provide it with the mock exams. Okay. So they are realistic practice exams with detailed feedback. Now, don't forget that we don't focus on only passing the exam. Okay. Not just passing, because if you've got a certification, yeah, I've got CISSP, and that's it. We're doing much more than that. Just like I said, the CISSP is defense in depth. Our training is also defense in depth. What do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Yeah. CyberPath offers defense in depth. Layer 1, which is the foundation, core lectures and learning. Okay, the weekend. There, we build conceptual strength across all the HCISSP domains through our lectures. What about the second layer? The second layer is practice and application, do you? So you do the lectures, but we also allow you to do practice and application. What do you mean by that? So many lab guides, so many. And we also, the lab guides will tell you, as an example, SDLC, you've never done SDLC before. We've got the guides that will tell you step by step by step how to do the things you read, how to do the things we say in our lectures. Yes, do you?
Oh, did I raise my hand again?
Oh no, I saw your mic went off. That's why. Okay, so the lab guide gives you the practice and application you need. Scenario-based exercises, we are reinforcing practical understanding with real-world simulations. Okay, what about layer 3? The mock exams, flashcards, quizzes. Here you can identify your weak areas to strengthen and to recall through repetition. Layer 4, mentorship and support. Depending on the package you choose, we have pro plan coaching and insight track access. Our insight track is where you can optimize your CV, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Mentorship, you get personalized guidance, exam strategy, and like I said, career mentorship. Layer 5, career enablement. We do your CV and resume review, the LinkedIn optimization, and even post-certification support, where we convert your knowledge into career opportunities. Okay. Layer 6, continuous growth. You join our community, you're on the alumni network, and we also offer the CPD opportunities that you need to maintain the CISSP or any other certificate. Okay, so you see, this is our defense in depth that we've applied. The lab guides are hands-on labs. They simulate governance, risk, and security operations. As an example, secure SDLC or security testing implementation lab guides, topics that you see in the training or in your um, revision guide, like the CISSP book. We have created lab guides to say, right, not everybody knows how to configure a firewall, as an example. So we create a lab guide. And when you get on the mentorship as well, if there are topics that that suit you, your mentor along with you will decide, and then you get this lab guide so that Monday to Friday, while you do the training on the weekends, Monday to Friday, as an example, if you've got the time, you do the lab guides. We always advise, depending on when your target date for the exam, to spend 8 to 10 hours a week doing this. That's if you've got your date close, but you can stretch that to say 5 hours a week. I'll dedicate for studying. Okay. So we've also got flexible learning paths. You can choose light, which is self-paced. So some people want to read by themselves. It's fine. Okay. If you want to do self-paced studying, we'll give you the materials. If you want to do the mentorship one, that's the pro one. And like I said, it's weekend based as well. So these are the different tracks that you can choose. The light is £599. It's perfect for those who are self-motivated learners. They would join the weekend live sessions. We would have the mock exams with detailed feedback. They will get 30-day LMS access. They would have downloadable cheat sheets. They would get email support and then a certificate of completion to show that you trained with us and not anybody else. Okay. Then the Pro, which is the most popular because it comes with hands-on mentorship as well. You get everything in the light plan, but you get one-on-one mentoring as well, 60-day LMS access, priority email support within 24 hours. You get career guidance sessions. Your CV or resume review is also included, and then job interview preparation on our Insight track. So you get access to Insight track as well. Then, of course, we offer a team pack. This is perfect for corporate training programs. It's built for corporate L&D teams. 6 seats included. So 6 seats for 2,999. You won't get that anywhere. At least I know that it's impossible to get that in the UK. Okay? 90-day LMS access. You get a team reporting dashboard to see how your team is doing So this is perfect for, say, a technical team, an IT team, or a cybersecurity team. They want their team to get this training all together. The cost is wonderful. And then, of course, there's that team spirit as well. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. So this could be your CISSP career trajectory. It opens doors across cybersecurity leadership. It can evolve from foundational technical roles to more senior positions and even to executive leadership. Because as you go along, you're adding the experience. There are early to mid-level roles. It could be information security analyst, IT security engineer, network security specialist, system security administrator, security operations center analyst, cybersecurity consultant, risk and compliance analyst, and penetration tester. You see, they are mostly technical roles. And then you might move to more senior level roles, senior information security analyst, senior cybersecurity engineer, security architect, information security manager, cyber risk manager, security governance lead, IT risk and compliance manager. Okay. To leadership and executive, you have Chief Information Security Officer, Head of Cybersecurity, Director of Security Operations, Director of Risk and Compliance, Chief Risk Officer, and Security Program Manager. Now you see that the CISSP applies across levels. Okay, so it's that deep, it's that comprehensive. That's why we call it. We say it's a picture of defense in depth itself. Layered learning, layered knowledge. Okay, and that's why we've also created our course to also embrace that same feel. Nowhere else is it described as such or even designed as such. Okay. Then, of course, specialized and cross-functional teams like cloud security manager, data protection manager, identity and access management lead. That is the picture of the different layers. You see data protection, you see identity and access management, you see cloud security, there's cybersecurity policy advisor, security compliance officer, third-party risk manager, and security awareness lead. Oops. So these are some success stories from our cohort to a new role. This program gave me the structure and the confidence I was missing. Confidence is something you will definitely get. Structure you will definitely get from this training. I passed on my first attempt and landed a security manager role within 3 months. When you have a target date for your exam, we will work to make you ready for it. Now, remember, it's not even only about passing, but passing or scaling the exam presents its own unique challenge. Or beyond the qualification, there's there's that thing about getting a job as well, or going up in your career. Okay. So the challenge with Sarah was she had 6 years of technical security experience. Now, some of you might not have experience, some others might have, maybe more than Sarah, maybe less. But she had 6 years technical security experience and she struggled to break into management. After 2 failed CISSP attempts, even with her experience, through self-study, she was losing confidence and momentum in her career progression. Now, what changed? Sarah mastered the strategic thinking required for CISSP. Her mentor helped her reframe technical knowledge into management level insights. 3 months post certification, she secured a security manager position with a 35% salary increase. So, what do you think? Do you think Sarah was happy?
Of course, yes.
Her profile changed and her purse also changed. So, you can start your journey today. Don't let another year pass without taking decisive action. Time waits for nobody. Okay? Join hundreds of professionals that have accelerated their careers through the CISSP bootcamp. If you do the CISSP bootcamp, your knowledge will be so expanded that there are so many others that you might be thinking of that you would easily know. The CSSP is very, very comprehensive. Like I told you, when you do the most difficult one, if you attempt that one, you get that one, everything else will be a lot easier for you to do. Okay, so any question? You have questions for me?
When is the next one starting?
We have one the 22nd of this month, and then we have in January, I believe. I'm not so sure after that, but we have about 3 more next year. So the 22nd of this month, then we have in January, and then 3 more the rest of the year. Yes,
And
Antonia. Sorry, yes, go
okay,
ahead.
okay. No, Antonia can ask.
Yeah, Antonia? We can't hear you. I think you're still muted. Antonia, oh, you might be speaking on your other. You can unmute and speak now. Everyone that's in the meeting can speak. Okay. Oh, you lost your ability to talk. Okay, just type your question then. Antonia, you can type your question. Yeah. Yes, you now have it. I've allowed you to. I've given you the ability to talk. I believe yes. So if you unmute, you can speak.
Hi, sorry, it's
Oh,
just come through now.
oh
Can you hear
yeah.
me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you said the next session starts 22nd of November.
Yeah.
So is it every Saturday? So for 4 Saturdays?
Yes. No, Saturday and Sunday actually. Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday.
So it's for over 4 weekends.
4 weekends. Yes.
And what's the timing, please?
8 to 10 at the moment at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. 2 hours every day.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on the Saturday and Sunday.
Yes. And then you get access to the recording and the LMS as well for the lab guides that you can do afterwards.
Okay. And then I don't want to go down the technical route. I want to focus more on the GRC side of things. So the CISSP, does it focus more on the technical side?
No, 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 at all. And that's why we said, if you remember, we said it. What it gives is that managerial view. So it works for technical people, but it also works for the business people that will manage those that are in technical roles. So while it will open the door for you, it will also give you the knowledge to know what those that will be hands-on will be doing. So you could be, say, a security manager that knows what the threat and intelligence person is doing because you now have the knowledge.
Okay. And so
Yeah,
after, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
so it covers the spectrum, like I said, the whole layers. If you remember, it has the 8 domains cover application security, asset security, physical security, cryptography, risk management. Yeah, so it covers a whole lot, and then software development as well.
Okay, so after those 4 weekend sessions, do you think it's realistic for somebody to sit the exam?
No, at all, no.
Okay, so then what
And
would
that's why our program gives you much more than that. We allow you to join the live session, but we also give you the practical lab guide. So you are also applied. Oh, we did this topic during the live session. I will go and practice. So you also need to practice them. It's not just the live sessions. The live sessions prepare you and open up your mind to where the ISC square is coming from as an example to say, right, this is how the question will be framed. This is how I must see security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you apply that once we give you the LMS access.
Okay, I think I'm just trying to understand
Mm.
what exactly is needed to pass this exam or to be ready for the exam. So it sounds like the live sessions, doing the labs. Is there
Yep.
anything else as well?
I read it on your own.
Say that again, sorry?
What's the word there now? uh, Going over what we've done during the live
Mm-hmm.
sessions, apart
Mm-hmm.
from the practical yeah. So you do the live sessions, you do the lab guides with practical hands-on,
Mm-hmm.
and then what are all those other things? Sorry,
The mock
the
exam.
mock exams. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. The mocks. Now you see with the lab guides, you're also doing simulation, and
Mm-hmm.
then of course you have mentorship. Depending on what you choose, you have mentors as well.
You
Okay?
have the mentors. Okay, this is in the pro. You get this in the
This
pro
is in the
package.
pro, yeah. You get mentors, you have career guidance as well. So while you're focusing on while you're doing the prep for the exam with the training live sessions, they're also thinking ahead of that. While prepping you to pass the exam, which is the short term, there are also medium and long term goals. The medium is helping you decide uh, as an example, job titles your targets are. And then beyond that, after you get that as well, once you start working, where else? What's the next step? So with your mentor, they let you pass the exam, but we don't stop at passing the exam. We go at your uh, we go to your path to say, right, this
Mm-hmm.
person will pass the exam. What else? So we're not stopping at you passing the exam. We'll guarantee you to pass, but we want to see that you go beyond just passing the exam.
And how long is the mentorship for?
You can do 3 months, you can do 6 months, you can do 12 months, and even more. It all depends on
Yeah, so is that an additional cost aside from the 699?
the, no. So this one is mentor inclusive. Some people go on our mentor platform without coming through this training. The mentorship is also integrated into other training courses. So if you pay this, there's no additional cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all inclusive.
Okay, and that will be till you kind of feel satisfied in terms of like the career guidance, your CV, prep for exam and interview preps and all of that.
100%. Your LinkedIn optimization as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they'll look at your if as an I'm just saying this now. Say as an example, I don't know if that's your story. If you say I've been having trouble with getting interviews, say,
Mm.
haha, will take your mentor will take a look at your LinkedIn profile, look at your CV.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't you been getting calls to interviews? And so we'll
Mm-hmm.
do an analysis of everything, and then say, you know what, this is the profile you should be projecting,
Mm-hmm.
something to match what your knowledge is. CISSP is supposed to be something that will say, I am ready for a senior position. So that's what we'll try to do.
Okay. And so let's say, for example, I have looked around in the job market and I say, okay, ISO 27001 lead implementer, that's the kind of role that I want to go for. Will this course help me to acquire the relevant information that I need to be able to do that role?
Even more, it's this high. We've also got the ISO. ISO is about 50% of the way. So if you get that, uh, I try to tell people to also get the ISO qualification. The reason being, you're going to compete against people out there in the market. They would
Mm,
come with this, but they will come with that too.
mm,
Otherwise, and it's because of HR people. Otherwise, like, this will prepare you. I mean, you'll be really, really, really ready for the ISO. You will definitely know it.
mm.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry, I'm not
yeah.
sure if I missed this, but did you say how much the cost for the CISSP exam was?
Oh, the exam is separate from this. It's about, I think it's $757.
Okay.
But for the UK, I think for UK residents, it's 500 plus dollars.
Mm,
I'll need to check that again.
yeah.
Maybe 1 second. Yeah. Because it depends on where you are located. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So I think one of the important things I wanted to understand was the course, because do you have like a Like the course content. Do you have that anywhere? Like a breakdown
No, I
showing
don't.
like,
Okay.
sorry? Oh, hello.
I think he's frozen or something. His
Yeah.
screen is frozen.
Am I?
Okay. Okay.
I think you're back.
Yeah,
Can
you're
you hear
back
me?
now.
Okay. Woo. Yeah, so it's $749 for the
700. So that's,
exam.
yeah, that's about 500. If it's around £550 then. Okay.
Pounds, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm not sure if you heard my next question on from that then. In terms of like the course content,
Mhm.
do you have like a breakdown where we can see like week by week what we'll be covering?
Yes. What I'll do is I'll just post. We've got a platform for the CISSP, so you
Mm,
get all the information you need there. I'll just post it here now in the chat.
Okay.
So it's there. So once you, I mean, if you even just register your interest, you'll get the full starter kit and everything. The schedule is also there too. So everything
amazing.
you want to know, yeah,
Amazing. Yeah, because I think I just want to understand exactly what the course covers, like the content of it and the kind of
absolutely.
roles that it will open doors for.
Sorry, have you put it in the chat?
Yeah, I can't see it.
I have, yeah.
I
So you
can't
see,
see.
it covers security and risk management, which ISO covers. It covers asset security. It covers security architecture and engineering. Now you see the difference with ISO 27001 as an example. ISO 27001, you don't need to have any deep knowledge of any of the domains.
Mm,
You can come from a project management perspective because what you're trying to do is to implement security management or a security program for an organization. And you coordinate a risk assessment. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
And then you you guide them in implementing the controls after the risk assessment. You say, oh, we've done a risk assessment. There's risk in passwords. There's risk in this area. We need controls. We'll go to ISO 27002 and get the controls and apply those controls, test them as well. So that's the difference. You don't need to have deep knowledge with ISO, but in this one, you need to have some. That's why it asks you for 5 years experience. Okay,
perfect. Thank you.
you're welcome. Just in case we get kicked off, because I've booked this webinar for an hour, it should keep us for a bit, but just in case, um, get in touch with us through our contact on the platform that I sent you. So you
I
can see the
haven't
link
seen
now. So
anything.
I've
I
just
haven't
seen your
seen.
message to say you have not seen it.
No. Has
It hasn't
anyone
come
seen
through.
anything in the chat?
It hasn't come through.
Oh, I see why. I'll put it here now. My
Okay.
fault. I send messages to the hosts instead of to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
received now.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
see now. Thank you.
Okay. And also, this will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, just in case there's anything you missed and you want to go over it as well. Plus, Antonia, Duyum, Gloria, and Stephen, if you want to get on the course or there's anything else you want to ask, please use our contacts page and get in touch with us. Okay,
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you're welcome. No problem. Okay, have a good day. Enjoy your weekend.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Mr. Wall.
Yeah, thank you.